was like, what is she saying? Translate, what is she saying? And they were like saying, but I couldn't hear your voice and his voice. So I was like, whatever she said was probably right, you know? So I was like, okay, it's perfect. No, but honestly, I'm so, so grateful. I'm so excited to be here. Me and Sophie has been talking for a long time. Like, we've known each other now for a year at least or something. No, a couple of years, right? We've been talking back and forth. I'm seeing everything that she posts on social media, and I want you guys to know that you guys are in good hands, okay? Like, don't take this queen for granted, because I wish I could understand her face stories on IG. I'm like sitting sometimes translating, being like, is German the next language for me to learn? Because at this point, with all the uplines being German, I'm like, maybe this is the language that I should focus on, you know? I was thinking about Spanish, but who knows? Maybe it's me. You guys are gonna see me like late 2024 taking German lessons on my free time. No, but honestly, I'm so grateful. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. I have a training planned for you. Let's see how long it takes for me to cover the points. But I got a couple of points from Sophie. But I got a couple of points from Sophie that she wanted me to cover. But I also know how it is. Like, sometimes you jump on these trainings, and even if the call is of value, even if the call is like filled with knowledge and you get excited and you have good energy, maybe it's just not the answers that you're looking for, right? So if we have a couple of minutes in the end, we will make a little Q&A so you guys can type your questions in the chat and we can go through them in that case. But knowing me, I talk a lot. So we will see if I figure this training out quick or not. But if we do, we're going to do a little Q&A. So whenever throughout this training, whatever, if there's something on your head, then just write it down in a note or write it down in whatever, so you're ready to send it out. But to whoever that is seeing me for the first time, I want to introduce myself on this call before we jump into the training. My name is Helin. As you can see, I'm 23 years old. I just turned 23, so it feels illegal still to say, like, I want to go around and say, no, I'm still 22, but I'm not. I'm 23 now. I've been a part of I Am Master Academy for 3 years right now. So I was a kid when I got started with this. I'm seeing all the cameras. Everyone looks very young. So I'm guessing like you're around my age, or you were at the age that I was when I started. I was a kid. I had no experience. I had no life experience. I knew nothing. I came straight from high school. I had my own lash company since I was 17. So I was used to this whole, hey, run your own business. Hey, you need to invest a lot of money before you can expect something back. I was used to that. Okay, my dad has been an investor and a business owner for probably since he came to Sweden, if I'm being honest. So as far as I can remember, because I'm born there, so it was normal for me, you know. But I grew up in this very traditional household. So I'm born and raised in Sweden, but I'm Middle East. Okay, so I grew up with my dad, you know, running his own businesses, investing, traveling the world, always bringing home nice gifts to us. He wasn't spending that much like physical time with us because he was working, but it was always providing for the household, right? And my mom was at home. My mom was cooking the food. My mom was cleaning the house. My mom made sure that the house was a home, right? She took care of me and my brother. So I grew up with the best of both worlds, right? I know a lot of ladies in this call, and maybe not in this call, honestly, not obviously, but a lot of ladies around, they think, okay, the only reason for me to get rich is what? Marry rich, you know? And it is what it is. I know that we had that thought. I had it in the beginning when I was a kid as well, because I saw my mom and I was like, okay, she's living this amazing life. And what her job, being a mom is the hardest job in the world, but still, like, you take care of your kids. You cook the food, you know, it still sound very nice to me, if I'm being honest. But then I saw my dad and I was like, yo, I also want to travel. I also want to explore. Like, am I supposed to just sit at home until I get that life? So I decided for myself, I said, hey, let me make sure I can provide the lifestyle that I want by myself. First and foremost, let me make sure I can provide this lifestyle by myself, out of pocket. And then whenever the time is here, we'll figure it out. Because in the end of the day, who's going to take care of my family, right? And someone needs to take care of them as well. So I made the decision to join I Am Master Academy. I knew nothing about trading. I knew nothing about crypto. Crypto for me was fake money. Okay, it was at that point. Crypto for me back then, it was like monopoly money. Like, you can't really use that. Like, you do some illegal stuff with it. Like, I don't know what crypto is, you know. But I saw the vision. I saw the vision that the company had. I saw the vision that my mentor had. I saw the lifestyle he was living at 18 years old, guys. He was a year younger than me when I started. I saw the life he was living at 18. And I was like, wait, you're telling me 18-year-old boys are doing all this? Sign me up. Like, I don't care what the price is. I don't care what I have to do. Like, sign me up right now. I'm all in. Let's do it. Let's go. And since then, we've been rocking and rolling, basically. So we're here now 3 years later. So grateful for every single decision that I made. And I actually wanted to talk a little bit about my journey because I've been getting a lot of questions. Okay, now if you follow me on IG, you've probably seen what we've been doing with the team, and you've been seeing the energy, and you've been seeing the ranks, you've been seeing the success stories, right? And I don't know how many questions I've been getting. Helin, what is the secret? Helin, what is you and your leader doing right now? What are you guys doing? How are you in momentum? Like, tell us everything. And I'm like, yo, there is no secret, you know? But people don't want to believe me, so I made a training about it. People don't want to believe there's no secret, so I made a whole ass training about what exactly we are doing. But I want you guys to understand one thing. What I'm doing, what we're doing, what we're creating right now in Sweden, you guys have it in front of yourself. You literally have it in front of yourself. Drop a number 1 in the chat if you can log in to go live. Drop a number 1 in the chat if you can log in to go live. Okay, perfect. So drop a number 2 in the chat if you have access to events wherever you're based, in Germany or Switzerland or whatever. Okay, perfect. Drop a number 3 if you can go to conventions, right? We have Montreal, Mexico this November. See, we have the same things. You guys know what chairman is? Yeah. You've seen the compensation plan? Yeah, you know how to present, you know how to prospect, you know how. So we have the same thing in front of us, you know, and that's the best thing about it. There's no secret. You know what's amazing with this industry? It's the same skill sets no matter what rank you're on. You know, people think I'm kidding when I say this. I work the same way right now as I did as a P150. Oh, we don't have that anymore, P300 or something. I was never a P300, so you guys understand, right? I work the same way as I do right now as I did 3 years ago. I'm still prospecting, I'm still presenting, I'm still inviting, I'm still promoting, I'm still launching, you know what the difference is? Okay, sometimes I speak on team calls. Twice a year, I'm on a stage talking. That's about it. Then the other 98% of time, I'm just working. We're doing the Zoom calls like everyone else. If you know the skill set. Now, if you've ever listened to Alex Morden, if you've ever been on a business call, you most likely know the skills that you should be working in network marketing, right? If you're doing it, you have it in front of yourself. A lot of people say, ask questions to your mentor. Take advantage when you're around your mentors. You know, how many of you guys have heard that? When you go to conventions, your upline, your mentor is telling you, hey, when you see the chairmen, when you see the educators, go up, ask questions, get a picture, get some value, right? They do it. And that's true. That's right. You should be doing it, but you should be asking intentional questions. See, a lot of people, I personally believe a lot of people, they ask too much questions. They ask too much question. Hey, how will I make the invite? Hey, how will I do the first home event? Hey, what will I say on this? It does not matter what the how is. It does not matter how you proceed to do something. You know, I had a burning freaking desire to go ahead and create something for myself. I was so sick and tired, guys. I was so sick and tired of my life. I was sick and tired. See, I don't have that maybe crazy chairman story that you guys have heard before, like, hey, I went from having nothing to everything. I grew up very good, very stable. I had basically everything I could have asked for, but I was sick and tired of having to go to my dad as a 18, 19, 20-year-old and ask for money. I had the blessing, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I know a lot of people have it so much harder than me, but I was still tired of having to go to my parents as a child being like, can I go out and eat dinner with my friends? Can I get $50? They were like, okay, like, go get a job, or like, I don't know, go do something. I was tired of that. I was tired of going into the supermarket with my own money and being like, okay, I need to calculate what I can afford. Wait, let me take the cheaper alternative. And it was like, what? Not even a euro cheaper. And I was like, well, now I'm saving money at least, I was sick and tired of looking at flights and being like, okay, there's a good flight with 3 hours. It's direct, but it's so expensive. But I have this option that is 10 hours with 2 layovers, but it's cheap. so I can afford. I was tired of those things. I was so honestly disgusted with where I was at life, and that forced me to go out and get something. See, I never had a job, right? I've never worked a 9 to 5 in my entire life. I went from going to school to having my own company at 17 to I Am Master Academy. That's it. This is everything I know. I don't know anything else than this, okay? But I just knew I wanted something more. Right? I knew I wanted something more. I was not good in school. I was not good at like having someone tell me what to do. I came in here broke, young, confused. They told me, hey, this is P1000. You get $1,000 a month. You need to have 30 people. I said 30 people. They said yes. I said, okay, bet. Give me a couple of months. Can't be that hard finding 30 people. I said, okay, they told me to make a list. I made a list. I called out my friends. They said, no, 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 no. I said, okay, I don't have any friends to call out to anymore. Most people then are like, oh my God, I gotta know. It was so hard for me. Like my friend told me that my business is a scam. I need to quit and give up on my life. My friend told me it was a scam. I was like, well, now I just need to prove you're wrong. And if it's a scam, let it be on me. It was that easy. So I started thinking, I was like, hey, what else can I do? Okay. I said TikTok. Wait, TikTok is a good idea. No one was posting TikTok. No one was doing social media. People were going out, prospecting live. People were making the list. People were hitting the phones. And I was like, I don't have friends to do that with. And I live in a very small city. If I start going out and bringing people, they're going to think I'm kidnapping them. So I said, I have to find a creative way of doing this business. I started posting on TikTok. It was so easy. I started blowing up. Boom, P1K came. It was that easy, You know what the biggest thing is? How many of you, let's be honest, can we be honest on this call? Yes, I believe so. Drop a number 5 in the chat if you've ever felt that, okay, I know what to do, I'm just not doing it. I will drop a 5. Man, I've done that so many times. I know what to do, I'm just not doing it. You know why you're not doing it? It's because of the way you're thinking. Ooh, never heard that one before, right? It's because of the way you're thinking. I want to share a story with you guys that I read in a book that I was reading. I'm gonna read from my notes because it's straight from the book because it's so good. This is a story, okay? To change your life, you must change the way you think. This is a story about a boat. If you are on a boat with an automatic pilot to go east, right? If you reverse it and you decide, okay, hey, I want to go west now, you're gonna have 2 ways to go, right? You can go east, you can go west. But if it's automatic set on, hey, I'm going east. So if you're trying to manually, put the, vad fan heter, wheel? This little thing you have on the boat. You guys get the point, okay? If you're trying to steer it, you will overpower the autopilot. You know why? Because you're stronger than what's in the boat. But you're going to feel a resistance. It's going to be very hard for you to try and take that wheel and steer it in a whole nother direction. The same goes with your life. You cannot force yourself to try and go in another direction. You can't force yourself to try and wake up early. You can't force yourself to jump on the calls. You can't force yourself to work even harder. You can't force yourself to invest in something you don't really have faith is gonna work out. You can't do that. Because after a while, you're gonna be exhausted, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be like, I've hit the wall, I can't do this anymore. You know why you're feeling that resistance? Because you haven't dealt with the root of the problem. You haven't dealt with the autopilot that you have in your brain. You haven't changed the way you're thinking, okay? You need to reprogram your mind to wanna do those things. I had to reprogram my mind from, hey, I have money. Oh, I would love to go on another trip. Oh, I would love to go spend the money on a bag or a pair of shoes or some jewelry or some whatever. Or I want to give them to my mom. No, I had to reprogram my mind to be like, whenever I have money, I want to invest the money. I had to reprogram my mind from going, hey, I have free time now. Let me scroll on TikTok. Let me put on a Netflix show. Let me do something fun to, hey, let me pick up my phone and call one of the leaders and talk to them. Hey, let me post something on social media and try to get a prospect on a presentation. I had to want to reprogram my mind to it's Friday and Saturday, man. I just want to chill. I just want to sit in my couch. I want to grab some snacks. I want to put on a nice movie and just not talk to anyone, just be with myself or go out with the girlfriends, go out and party, go out to dinner. I had to reprogram my mind to no, I'm staying inside to work on myself. I'm staying inside to work on my business, right? That's the reprogramming. You guys have heard so many times the mindset is so much about the success, right? Your what 90 to 99% of your success is mindset. We've all heard it. But what I want to know, how many of you are genuinely waking up having a morning routine? How many of you are waking up not touching your phone 30 minutes? How many of you guys are waking up reading every single day? How many of you guys are waking up journaling? How many of you guys are reading your goals? How many of you guys are watching personal development? How many of you guys have watched through Alex Morden's podcast? Right? That's the big question. The question isn't how many calls are you in, because guys, I'm gonna be very honest. If no one told you yet, you can be on those 16-hour-a-day calls. Trust me, I've been there. One of my P2s are here. She can confirm. I've been on those 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours calls. I've had periods where I haven't eaten food because I haven't had time. I went to bed being like, yo, I didn't eat today. I've had those periods where I've done nothing, where my mom probably thought I was dead in my apartment because she's like, I can't reach my daughter. Like, where are you? It does not work if you don't have the mindset part in check, because I've tried that as well. I've tried it. See, a smart person is going to learn from their own mistakes, right? A smart person is going to learn from their own mistakes. See, a wise person are going to learn from someone else's mistakes. I'm telling you guys, you can try building as hard as you want and go as on many calls as you want and prospect however. You can prospect 1,000 people a day if you want. But if you are not pouring into yourself, it's not going to work. See, what's beautiful is that they're connected, right? You can have the action without the mindset, and you sure as hell cannot have the mindset without the action. You can't go sit and meditate your way to chairman. That I promise you guys, okay? But it needs to be combined. You need to work together. They need to be one. If you're working an hour on your business, you're working on yourself for an hour. If you're working 5 hours on your business, yep, you're working 5 hours on yourself. You're working 5 hours on yourself. It's that easy. See, I have a couple of things that changed my life, and you guys are going to be shocked when you hear this one. It's crazy. You've never heard it before. Number one, journaling. We've never had that one before. Journaling changed my life. See, I want to say something about journaling. Journaling is not about, oh my God, today was such a hard day and I'm so tired and I don't want to do this anymore and I just want to go. No, that's not journaling. See, journaling is a safe space. Guys, what you put on paper, with blue ink on white paper, what you put on paper is gonna attract inside of your life. So if you're talking negative inside of your journal, you're gonna have a negative and toxic lifestyle. So we want to keep that away. See, what you want to do, this is what I do. You guys do whatever you want. This is what I do. I put the date. So I put, what day is it? Wednesday. I put the date. So 29 May 2024. And I put wherever I am. So today I was like in Croatia by the pool. I start, say, thank you, God. And then I write whatever I want my day to be. I say, hey, I woke up with so much energy. We're on like 3-4 hours of sleep, right? But before I went to bed, I said, I'm going to wake up tomorrow super rested, super excited with a lot of energy. So I put, hey, today I'm going to have so much energy throughout the entire day. I got 4 hours of sleep, but it felt like 10 hours. You know, I'm so well rested. I had the best night's sleep. We're going to have an amazing day at the house with the leaders. You know, we're growing every single day. We're building new people every single day. Everything I touch turns into gold. Whoever I take under my wing will win. Because I know how to win. I can help people win. That is what I'm putting down. I'm putting down everything. My prayers, my affirmations, what I want to be. Today we had oh, you're crying? Oh my God. Okay, she's cutting on me. And she was like standing like, it's like, girl, are you okay? She's just cutting on you. Okay, anyways. And we were talking, right? Sarah, she told us, she was like, hey, I want you guys to put on paper a note from today No, a note from you in Mexico, Monterrey, the day you're walking the stage as your rank, as a letter to your back self. You guys get the point, right? So we were like writing in present tense, and people were writing. I was writing, hey, I woke up today in this amazing hotel room. I got dressed. I know exactly what I was supposed to wear, my new shoes, my new jewelry. I walked to the arena. Bam, bam, bam. You guys get the point, right? This is the first page. You write down how you want your day to be. You write the things that you want to affirm in this, like I'm writing from now, not I want to go chairman. I can't wait to do this and that. I am a chairman. I am a six-figure trader. I am successful. I have retired my parents. Whatever it is, okay? Then on the other page, you write down 5 things you're grateful for. Needs to be new things every single day, because it's easy saying I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for God, I'm grateful for my parents, I'm grateful for my health, I'm grateful for the business. Eventually, after 30 days, 45 days, you're going to be like, man, I have to start looking for things to be grateful for. I have to start looking for things to be grateful for. And I'm coming to that point now, you guys. Like, I've been journaling for a while. And now I'm like, I'm literally sitting. I'm like, what am I grateful? I'm grateful for that it rained today, because normally I'm not, but I mean, it should be good for the earth. I don't know. Like, I'm like really looking for the things to just be grateful for and have that feeling inside of your body, because what gratitude is the attitude, right? So we write down 5 things we're grateful for. We write down 5 affirmations. Now, what is an affirmation? It starts like the company's name with I am, and then whatever you want to manifest inside of your life. You feel insecure, you say, I am confident. You wake up one day and you feel ugly, you say, I am beautiful. You wake up to one day and you just had the biggest fight with your boy or girlfriend and they broke up with you and you're like, I'm not deserved of love. You put down, I am well deserved of love, right? I am a great leader. I am leading an organization of 500 people. I am walking on stages. I'm getting asked to speak on the conventions. I'm hosting calls with thousands and thousands of people. I am retiring my parents. I am rich. At whatever affirmation you want, try switching this up as well, okay? Why? Because you want to start feeling good. If you're feeling bad, guess what? You cannot attract good. Money and success are good things. So if you're feeling bad, you cannot attract good. It is what it is. And then you write down 5 goals, or if you want to be very intentional, which I am, I write down my biggest goal. One of my mentors told me, he said, because I said, I'm like, I have all these things that I want to achieve and I don't know like what direction to go in, and focus stands for one course until success. So I was like, if I have all these things I want to achieve, I'm just confused. And if I'm confused, I'm not going to be able to take decisions. He said, Helen, if you can only achieve one thing throughout this year, what would it be? I said, okay, chairman. I said, perfect. So you focus on chairman. When chairman is done, you go to the next one, because eventually things are just going to fall in line, right? Most of the goals are connected. You get one done, the others are also going to fall into place, right? It is what it is. So if you want, I'm writing down my biggest goal. You can do whatever you want. And I do it with, I am so happy and grateful now that I am Sweden's first chair lady 10 by whatever day you want. It's that easy. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a platinum 1000 by da-da-da-da-da. And I close my book and that's it. You know what else we do? We read. Oh, I made it in the wrong. I read first and then I journal, okay? But we read. Oh, Helen, I don't like reading. Neither did I. Trust me, neither did I. I posted on my story a couple of days ago. I was like, if you would have told me a couple of years ago that I would be enjoying to read, I would have thrown the book in your face and be like, lol, okay, let's see. You know, like it was just not gonna happen. In the school, you remember when they gave you assignments? Like, read this book. Yeah. Is there a movie? I watched the movie. Or I didn't go to school. I was like, I'm not doing this, you know? So I feel you. I understand you guys. But then my question is, well, do you like everything you're doing at your job right now? Most likely not. People complain of waking up early. People complain on having specific tasks. People complain on the colleagues that they have. People complain on the paycheck that they're getting, right? So if you are doing things for someone else's wealth, to put money in someone else's pocket, you sure as hell is doing things you're not liking for yourself. It's for you. It's literally for you and for your success. See, discipline is saying, hey, I need to do something and follow through. When you're not doing it, you're decreasing the self-respect that you have for yourself. Because just think like this. If your friend, kan vi stänga dörren för det kommer in skitmycket flugor, tack. Just imagine you're talking to your boyfriend or to your friend. Okay, let's say friend. You say, hey, I'm going to pick you up tomorrow and I'm going to drive you to work. And then the day comes and you're not there to pick them up. Okay, or they're not coming to pick you up. Let's say like that. They're not coming to pick you up. You're like, man, okay, now I'm going to be late for work, whatever. I have to take the bus. Okay, I'm going to figure it out. Then the second day, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to pick you up tomorrow. No worries. You say, okay. You wake up. He or she is not there. You're like, okay, second time. Whatever. Maybe she overslept. It's fine. I take the bus, whatever. And she does it again. Hey, okay, tomorrow, I'm really sorry, but I swear I'm going to be there. Okay, I'm going to come and pick you up. Still not there. What will happen eventually? You're going to lose trust. Next time, it's going to come a time where she tells you, I'm going to pick you up, and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to prepare to take my own car because you're not going to come. You're doing this to yourself. You're literally doing this to yourself. How many times have you said, tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to wake up at 6. And you wake up at 8 and you're like, you say, okay, tomorrow is the day to go to the gym. Okay. And you don't go. You say, hey, now I'm going to start eating healthy. And then you eat a bag of chips. You say, oh, tomorrow I'm going to call out to all my leaders. And you don't do anything. You're literally breaking trust for yourself. If you're not trusting yourself, who will? Right? So you need to build that self-discipline. Self-discipline isn't forcing yourself to do the things you don't want to do. It's telling yourself, I'm going to do this and follow through. So start building that. It can be small things, you guys. It doesn't have to be from going to, oh, okay, now Helin wants us to have a 6-hour morning routine and doing all these things. It could be you saying, hey, tomorrow when the alarm goes off, I'm not going to snooze. I'm not going to wait for another. I'm going to wake up directly. 1, 2, 3, boom, I'm up. Because when you do that, guess what? You're going to feel so good. You're going to be like, yes, I did it. I woke up. And then you tell yourself, okay, today I'm actually going to clean my entire apartment or my room if you're staying at home. And you do it. Boom, another point. You're giving yourself that love, okay? So make sure you build that self-discipline. So with reading, just pick a book that you want to read. I have 1,000 if you guys want advice, but like just pick a book that you actually want to read. Start easy. Start with an easy book to read. See, for me, it was hard. I'm guessing that you may be reading in German. I'm not sure, but we don't have a lot of like Swedish books. So, like we have everything in English. That's why our English is good, you know? We're doing everything in English since we were kids. So for me, reading in English, it's my third language. Some of the books were just too advanced for my English vocabulary to understand what the book was about. What happened? I read and I felt stupid and I said, this is stupid. I don't want to read anymore. So I just picked a book that was easy to read. Literally, whenever I get, so my mentor, he advises me these books personally. So he can like tailor them to whatever I'm going through and whatever I need to be better at. So when I wanted to connect more with God, he said, hey, read A Purpose-Driven Life. It's going to change your life. I said, okay, perfect. I got it. Super easy to read. Changed my life. Loved it. I literally texted him. When I was finished like a week ago, I said, hey, please give me another book that is easy English to read. And he's like, huh? He speaks fluent English, okay? He's like, huh? I'm like, yes, please give me a book that is easy English to read. And he said, okay, I think psychocybernetics is easy and I think you would love it. I said, okay, perfect. I got it. A couple of words are still complicated, but I'm just reading it slow, you know? And it's all good. It's all good. We learn. See, it's a win-win situation. You pour into yourself, and if you want to learn English, you learn English, right? It's a win-win situation for everyone. So read the book. Start with reading 5 pages a day, go to 10 pages a day. Eventually, you're going to do a chapter a day. You start building it up. Reading. See, you want to learn more about yourself? You write. You want to learn more about the world? You read. It's that easy. Right? What else changed my life? Praying every single day. I don't know what you believe in. I'm not here to tell you to start believing in something else, but pray to yourself, pray to the universe, pray to God, pray to whatever you want, but pray. If you're not asking for something, how do you expect to get it? See, this door was just open. Okay, the door was just opening. It was coming in all these bugs. I wanted to close it, but I can't leave the call. Sarah is here. If I didn't ask her, hey, please, could you close the door? There's coming in all these bugs. How would she know that I wanted to be closed? How would she be able to give me what I want if I'm not asking her? Right? It's the same with God, guys. It's the same with God. You have to ask. It's ask and you shall receive, right? It's nothing else. So you ask for the things, you pray. Does it feel weird in the beginning? Sure. It does. You're like sitting there and talking to yourself, being like, what am I doing? But it's okay. You learn and you grow and you adapt and you evolve. So start praying every single day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I have some music in the background sometimes just to get me in the right, get me in the right vibe, and just talk about whatever you want. If you don't know what to ask for, then just say thank you for all the things you're grateful for. Start speaking the words you're using in text, in your head, out loud is what you're manifesting inside of your life. Right? So be aware. Hey, what am I actually asking for? Am I asking for, oh my God, are you calling Sophie being like, Sophie, no one is responding to me on DM. No one is answering my messages. And she's sitting there, she's like, okay, but focus on the people that is answering. I'm sure she thinks this in her head, being like, okay, but just focus on the people that are answering. And then you call Ali and you're like, Ali, oh my God, it doesn't work. This business is not happening. No one is signing up. No one is joining. Well, you're manifesting that no one is signing up and no one is joining. And then you're complaining and you're like, why is this business not working? Well, you're asking for the business to not work. Literally, you're asking for the business. You're like, I don't want this business to work. I just want to sit here and complain for the rest of my life. Then just switch the perspective. Change the way you're thinking. Change the way you're looking at things. Okay, next thing that changed my life. Now, if you know me, you know this, and my entire team, like, I don't even have to open my mouth and say this one because they already know. It's Mornings with Neno. Guys, I found Mornings with Neno when I was at Platinum 1000 in the back office. I was ranked as P2K, but I was at Platinum 1000 in the back office. I deranked. I lost my rank for a couple of months. It was super hard mentally. I went from 0 to P2 in 8 months, and then I was stuck at that P2 for so long because I had to rebuild everything, you know? And I started seeing this random guy in our team. I didn't know who he was, sending out these Zoom links. It wasn't even Go Live. It wasn't podcasts. It wasn't YouTube. It was Zoom calls. Okay, this was back in 2021. My God, that's a long time. Yes, it was. It was back in 2021. And I started seeing, and I was at such a low point in my life, okay? I've never been the person to be depressed. I've never been the person to have anxiety, but I was at such a low point in my life. I did not want to go up from my bed, and I had a business to run, okay? I did not want to leave my bed. My friends, they had to pick me up, be like, we're going on a walk, Helen. I'm like, no, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Give me ice cream, leave me alone. That was my mindset. That was my mentality. And then one day I was like laying in bed, I was like scrolling on my phone, and I saw this link and I was like, let me just jump on and see what this is. I jumped on, I listened. It felt like he was talking to me. It felt like he was talking strict to me on that call. I said, hey, this man knows what I'm going through. So what happened? I started feeling better. So I started tuning in every single day. No slip-ups, no days off, every single day, paying attention, taking notes. This guy, for almost 1.5 years, I was only studying his podcast and his sessions. It got me to P5, just straight of that, okay? He started working with me personally like a month, 2 months maybe before I went P5. And now that has helped me go almost chairman. Literally, his podcast. Do I watch other people? For sure. But what do I plug people in? Mornings with Neno. Mornings with Neno. I wanted someone that I could promote to my team without being worried what's going to happen. Am I promoting someone too much now? You probably are, right? So I said, I want to promote someone where I know that their loyalty is what I am, where I know that their heart is what I am, that I can feel safe and secure with. Nano treats my team and my leaders like it's his own, literally. You guys don't know how much he works with them. Why? Because we tuned in. He sees, oh my God, this Swedish team is crazy. They're obsessed with me at this point. Literally, it changed everything's like, when people want to work with me personally, and this is crazy, when people want to work with me personally, I have two questions. Number one, do you have a morning routine? And I say, yeah, I have it in check. Perfect. Number two, are you watching mornings with Nano? This is in my team. In my team, I ask this question. Because if you're not doing those things, it does not matter what kind of mentorship I give you, what kind of things I'm asking you to do, you are never gonna get results. They need to be in check. You need to have them down to the T, in check, no slip-ups. It needs to be, those kind of things needs to be like you waking up and brushing your teeth. Would you start your day without brushing your teeth? No, never. Watching mornings with Nano. You would never start your day. Would you go 2 weeks without showering? Absolutely not. I hope you're not. Okay, please. For the love of God, don't do it. You wouldn't do that. So why are you missing out on things that will grow your business? See, it's this simple. You need to feel as good as you can for as long as you can. Now, we are humans. We're going to experience emotions. We're going to be sad. We're going to be devastated. We're going to feel heartbreak. We're going to have anxiety. You're going to have moments where you're going to have all these things. That's fine. But emotions are emotions. They pass. Drop a number 10 in the chat if you've ever felt heartbreak. If you've ever, broken up with someone or got broken up with, I'm going to put a 10, and you feel, oh my God, I'm never going to find someone in my entire life. I'm never going to get over this person. My whole world is falling apart. And then 2 months later, you're like, who is that person? I can't remember. I don't know. I moved on. You're in a happy relationship now. Wow. So that feeling where you felt that your entire world was about to fall apart, but you're good now. You don't think you waking up feeling a little bit unmotivated is going to pass? You don't think waking up a little bit, being sad or being angry is going to pass? It is going to pass. Now, you decide if you're going to let those emotions determine the actions you take. I'm sad today. I'm not going to do any calls. Well, then you gotta, I was about to say something, but we're recording, so I'm going to be very careful with what I say. But then you have to, stop being so weak, if I'm being honest. Guys, this business is hard. This business is hard mentally and it's hard physically. It takes a lot to go out there and create success. There's a reason why there isn't 1,000, maybe not 10,000 chairmans, right? Because going chairman is something that is incredible. Going chairman is something that very few people can actually do. Why? Because we have different circumstances? No, because most people are just not willing to put in the work. That's it. If you spent a day with me, you'd be like, she's the most normal girl in the entire world. Literally, if you spent a day with me, you'd be like, she's so normal. But you just see a title, you see Platinum 5000, an educator, and you're like, oh, I can't do that. That's too hard. That's too far. Not gonna be me. But we have the same vehicle, we have the same tools, and we have the same things to do, right? What's the difference? Most people are not willing to pay the price. There's a price for everything in life, you guys. You're going to pay your rent. You're going to do it with money. You're going to get into a relationship. You're going to have to sacrifice time. You're going to have to sacrifice not spending time with your friends to be with your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? You're going to have kids. You're going to sacrifice a little bit of most of your freedom in the first couple of years, right? It is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever you do, you're going to have to pay a price for it. See, building this business, especially at a young age, like most of you guys are, you know what you're sacrificing? Guys, when I say this, it's so stupid. It's Netflix. It's TikTok. It's watching 6 movies in a night with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, what? Do something else, you know? It's going out to party. It's spending time with your friends. It's getting drunk or getting high. These are the things we have to sacrifice for a short period of life. Now, don't you ever go out and have fun? Of course you do, if we have something to celebrate. If we have something to celebrate, we smash a new rank, we're going out to party. If the girls want to party, we're going out to party. Hey, you just did this, let's celebrate. Let's do something nice. Okay? Oh, I had a great week now. I was working so much. Let me watch 30 minutes of a show. I'm going to reward myself to watch 30 minutes of a show. Oh my God, I have, I don't know, 90 days now consistently with my morning routine. Let me have one day off and go to the spa, be with my mom, be with my family, and just enjoy. That's rewarding myself. Stop rewarding yourself for not doing anything. Going out to party and going out to be with your friends. Honestly, spending time with your family should be a reward that you're giving yourself when you did something good. I think Alex Morton said this on stage in Switzerland. He said Platinum 600s at the convention, so not the rank, but Platinum 600s at the conventions were out partying. They can't even afford a cheeseburger in that country or something. He literally said it with his own words, like, what are we celebrating, you know? I was at P2000, I was like, man, I could make this amount of money working at a regular job. Like, I need to get out from this situation. What am I here for? Oh, I'm comfortable because I'm living full time from my phone. Well, let's 10x that, you know? Instead of 2K a month, let me hit 2K a day. Well, that would be fun. You know, then we have something to celebrate. Raise the standard, raise your belief level. Guys, the only thing that is holding you back is yourself. It is not your mentor. It is not your team partners. It is not the company. It is not the products. It is not the lack of events. It is you thinking you cannot achieve more than you have right now. That's the only thing. How do we change that? We change the way we think. We change the way we think. It's that easy. Now, I know that people want me to come in and be like, this is exactly what I do throughout my entire day. I wake up at this time and I go and I attack the day. I do 16 presentations. I do 5, but it's not something like that. It's nothing like that. It's being in the state of mind that what I want to have is mine throughout the entire day. And when I catch myself not being in that state of mind, I say, hey, Helin, focus. Let's go back. We have something to accomplish. Start leading yourself, and you're going to see how you're leading hundreds and thousands of people inside of your organization. Okay, guys? So we have 8 minutes now. So maybe I'll be able to do like 1 or 2 questions. If you guys have anything, just drop them in the chat. And we're going to cover them in that case. I hope I went through like most of the things. I don't know if we have any questions or if you want me to just like round off the call where we are right now. We're actually, I didn't even say that. We're in Croatia right now. With the team, we have top 20 leaders inside of my organization. So I have this house and that house, and like they're walking in, seeing me on calls, going up to their room, not saying anything. So I'm like gonna let them come down so we can spend some time. Let's see. Okay, here. Who is your biggest mentor? Oh, that was a big question. Obviously, all the uplines that I'm working with. So we have Danny, we have Michael, Maurice as well. I still work very close with. I watch Alex Morton a lot because he has a lot of material to go through, and I work super close with Nano. That's like that's the main people that I work with. Now, I listen to Matt Rosa, of course, like every single call, like I sit and I have goosebumps on the conventions when he's talking, you know, but I always try to look for mentors that have a lot of material so I have something to duplicate to my team. Because having calls is sometimes hard, so I want something with like a lot of material, and both Alex and Nano has that. Nano, I don't even think you can go through all of his sessions if you want to, because there's so many. He's been doing Mornings with Nano for like 5 years, 5 days a week. You can imagine how many videos there are to watch, right? How do you start the duplication with Nano in your team? I send it out every single day, every single link. I have I don't know if you guys are in the chat, but he has a channel like Nano's Keys to Success or something like this, where he sends it out. So I send out the link, and then I take a picture of me on the call, and I say, I am in, who's in? I show I'm doing it by myself. Because when you try telling people, hey, do this, but they're not seeing, you could be doing it, but they're not seeing you're doing it. They're not going to listen. People do what you do, not what you say. So I show them. I'm literally in the freaking call. You can see his face, who's in. Another thing, when I start people, I duplicate Nano. That's the difference. When we start someone up, people are like, watch this video, take this trade, let's get your account blue within the first 30 hours, whatever. I tell them tomorrow at 4 p.m., I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're working. I don't care what plans you have. You cancel them. You need to be on this call. And I tell them, guys, you can watch all the trading videos you want. And you can take 100 trades a day if you want to. Please don't, but you can do it if you, nothing is going to happen if you don't have this in check. So we need to get this in check first. Then everything is going to fall into place. It doesn't fall into place and then you get this in check. It doesn't make any sense. So I explain to them from the very, very beginning. And then most important, all the leaders are on board. All the leaders are on board when it comes to mornings with Nano, and they're in every single day, and they know it. We have our leadership dynamics group, and they know. One of my P2s just came in. Tell him, Evan, I get pissed off if people don't jump on the call, right? You get a phone call from me if I don't see you on.
Yeah, she's right.
Literally, I watch, I scroll, I'm like, who sent the picture? I'm like, Evan, you're not on the call. What you're doing is like, okay, Helen, I'm jumping on. I'm forcing them. You know why? Because I know they're going to thank me later. They may think, oh, she's so freaking annoying, but I know they're going to thank me later when they have the success that they want, when they have the rank that they want, when they have the money that they want. They're going to be like, Helen, thank you for putting me on this. You don't think I did it myself with Nano? When he said, read the book, read the book, read the book. And I said, I don't like reading books. He said, read the freaking book. I read the book. I said, this changed my life. He said, oh, really? It did? You know, our mentors know what's best for us. We just need to listen to them without having our ego there. That's it. It's that simple, right? Okay, we have another one. What is your morning routine? It's easy. I wake up. I don't use my phone. I don't use my phone for however long. I don't want to use my phone. 30 minutes, 45, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes you can't get a hold of me until like 1 p.m. Like literally, I'm just offline. I put it on Do Not Disturb. I drink a ton of water when I wake up because you're so dehydrated when you sleep. So I drink a lot of water. I go on my walk with my dog without my phone. I leave it in my apartment at my nightstand. I go on a long walk with him, being in the nature, getting the sun. We finally have sun in Sweden. Getting the sun, getting some nice fresh air. I go back in, I read. I read one chapter, no matter how long the chapter is. I read one chapter. It can take how long it wants. I don't care. I read it. I journal. I meditate. I pray. I go to the gym. No, I eat breakfast. I go to the gym. I come back. I get ready. I start my day. That's my entire morning routine. Now, I have the blessing to do this because I'm doing this business full time, right? See, if you just have 10, 10, 10, you do 10 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of praying or meditating, and 10 minutes of journaling. That's fine. Start with that. That's better than nothing. That's so much better than nothing because eventually you're going to be able to do 15, 15, 15. And then you're going to be able to do 30, 30, 30. And then 1, 1, 1, whatever you want to do, right? So start with something instead of not doing anything because you're like, oh, but I work, so I can't. Wake up 30 minutes earlier and just do your morning routine. But that's what I do. I have it easy. I don't have this like waking up 5:55 and, you know, doing all this crazy thing. I've tried it and I know it works for so many. I have a lot of people in my team that does it, but it just didn't work for me because I'm a night person. I work so much on the nights. So like going to bed at 2 a.m. and then waking up at 6 was just not healthy in the long run. So I had to change it, but find something that suits you. You want to journal first, then meditate, then read, go ahead. You just want to meditate and read, go ahead. You want to start with just waking up and start to pray every single day, go ahead. Find something that feels good with you, but pour into yourself. You need to tell yourself who you are before the world tells you who you are. Right? You need to tell yourself, hey, this is who I am. This is how my day is going to be. This is my future. Before people start telling, oh, you're late. Oh, you're stressed. Why do you look tired? Why is this? And you're like, oh my God, you know, because you have this shield around you that is protecting your heart and your energy when you're starting the day for you. It's that easy, guys, okay? So with that being said, I see we've been here for an hour now, and whatever you guys need, please let me know. I'm always here. I'm always here for the fam. I love working with Sophie. I can't wait. Guys, can we spam some Platinum 5000 for her? Because I know we're going to see this queen go ahead and smash it very, very soon. I cannot wait to celebrate you in Monterey as a brand new Platinum 5000. It's going to be amazing. Oh my God, I can't wait for the flyer. I'm going to love it. I'm going to watch it so much. I'm going to be like, wow. I can't wait for it. Yes, spam the chat. Go absolutely crazy. Break my internet, break my phone, break my computer. No, but honestly, like whatever you guys need, text me. Let me know. It's Helin Hajo on Instagram. I'm always here for you guys, right? And as you know, for whatever you want with building the business on social media, I cover that twice a week on my sessions. That's literally the only thing I talk about. I don't talk about how you get 10,000 followers. I don't talk about how you become an influencer, how to do brand collabs. That's the other girls' job, okay? I talk how you build your business on social media. I talk how you grow your business on social media. It's the only thing that we're doing. It's the only thing that the entire team is doing. So make sure you're tuning in to those sessions. I'm super grateful. I'm super excited. Thank you for having me. I'm going to pass it over to my queen and my sis, Sophie, and I will see you guys very, very soon within, I hope, the next couple of months. And until then, take care, much love, and ciao, ciao.